In this video, I am going to discuss about how to find your administrator and manager and what to look for when you are trying to find an administrator or manager to run your facilities. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown me. And if you have not yet, make sure to go check out the God Made podcast on most streaming platforms. Also, feel free to go check out Legion Assisted Living Academy, where I teach how to start your own facility from A to Z. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one mentorship call with myself, you could also do that there. Or if you are looking to come and spend the full day with myself, go tour a couple facilities and see how the operations actually work, make sure to go check that out at legionassistedlivingacademy.com or in the link of the description of this video. And also feel free to go check out valleyalfventures.com if you are a limited partner looking to passively invest in this space, or if you're an operator looking to potentially sell or expand your operations. We would love to have a conversation with you. Or if you're someone who has a loved one or know of someone that needs any type of placement in the greater Phoenix metro area, we also do that at valleyalfventures.com. And so with all that being said, make sure and let's go ahead and get started. Something that most people need to always consider when they are looking to get into the space is how they choose to operate their business. And what do I mean by that? Most people will typically go and get their managers or administrators license or certificate and continue to manage the facility themselves. I did this when I first got into my first facility in Mesa, Arizona. I went and got my manager certification and managed the day-to-day operations myself. And then as time went on, it was more so delegating other managers to come in and run these operations themselves and do everything themselves. And so how do you get to that point, and what do you do, and how do you go about finding these individuals to be able to manage and operate these facilities? And so as time went on, and after I got done managing my facility and had other people do that, what you need to do in order to find these managers is being able to actually find them. That's the very first step, right? Pretty obvious. And so being able to find these managers and administrators, there is a database in most states, just like these facilities when they get licensed. There's a database for all the individuals who get certified and licensed as managers and administrators. And here in the state of Arizona, the nursing care board is the one that actually certifies these individuals and regulates them. And so it's essentially called the NCIA board, and you are able to go and search up every individual manager and see what type of certification they have, but also see if there's any kind of deficiencies or suspensions on their certifications or licenses, to make sure that when you are interviewing these managers that they don't have any type of deficiencies or any type of suspensions on their manager certification or licenses. And also this is how you can source these managers and be able to reach out to them and see if they're open to coming in, working for you and hiring them as your manager, right? So that would be the first step in being able to find these individuals. Obviously, word of mouth is also good, or if you are going into purchasing a facility and you're going to be taking over the operations, you want to be able to vet these managers and these administrators as well, along with the caregivers, looking at their files. But that's another way to be able to look to make sure that they don't have any type of deficiencies or suspensions on their certifications or licensure, because again, these are people who are going to be running your day-to-day operations, and this is a good way to actually go about vetting them. Another thing you want to be looking at when you are going to be hiring a manager or placing them to operate your business is look at their work experience, look at their references, right? The length of their work experience in this space. Have they been doing it for over a year? And if so, what prompted them to go and become a manager, right? Were they a CNA or a caregiver, or were they in a completely different space before they got into this industry? And being able to have these individuals, and because at the end of the day, they are going to be the ones talking to families, being the ones doing the tours, doing the admissions, etc., and also managing your caregivers. And you want to make sure that this individual is going to be able to handle all that and be able to build up the culture within your facility. And at the end of the day, these individuals are going to be very crucial, especially to your business and just any business that you do. But this business specifically, these administrators and managers are going to be the ones handling a lot of the day-to-day. So you want to make sure that their work experience is there, that they have a valid reason why they wanted to get into the space and what they see for themselves in the future. And again, a lot of owners, what they end up doing at some point or another, and I've seen this scenario play out and it has happened, where, you know, they may potentially sell their facilities off to their managers. And maybe that's an agreement that you work up front with these managers and these administrators that, hey, you know, after a period of time, this could be something that you may be able to take over and own yourself. So as long as you're able to stick around and make sure that you do a really good job, you'll eventually have these operations yourself, and maybe you work out some type of deal where they buy it from you, etc., right? It could be a really great exit strategy for you as a buyer coming into a facility in an agreement that you can figure out. Again, that agreement I've heard in the past where it wasn't upheld. And again, these people know the insides and outs of your business. So you have to make sure, if you're going to make that arrangement, that you fulfill it and that you keep your promises to these individuals, because it can hurt you a lot when you don't uphold that agreement and they're able to hurt your business more than actually help grow it. So that's something to keep in mind when you do that. And so another thing to do with these administrators and managers is they have to be good with people, right? They have to understand that relationships in this space go a long way. They have to make sure that they are able to stay calm, cool, collected in certain scenarios and with certain problems that may occur within this type of business, right? There's a lot of families that you're dealing with. There's a lot of resident needs. Again, you're having staffing needs, right? Your staff is going to call in sick. There may be some type of internal conflict happening at the home. Again, you want to make sure that you take really good care of your manager and administrator and understand that they're going through a lot when they're running these types of businesses. And sometimes they can get too emotionally attached to the staff, to the residents, etc. So you want to make sure that these individuals understand that this is a lot to take on and that they're capable of doing that. And again, provide them systems and processes to be able to handle all of this work, because it is a lot of work and it is a lot to demand from them. And so being able to hire that key manager or administrator is going to go a long way. And for a lot of these care homeowners, when they come in and they buy or invest in these types of businesses, they're typically out of state. And that is something really hard to do out of state. Not that it's impossible, but it's definitely something hard to do if you don't have the right team in place and the right manager to be able to do that for you. So something to keep in mind if you're looking to come in and be more hands-off and allow a manager or an administrator to run your facility or facilities, just something to keep in mind. And so you don't want to overburden these people with too much, right? You have to give them strict guidelines and strict vision of what they're going to be doing and how they're going to be doing it, and holding them accountable to that. And so for anybody looking to get into the space and wanting to be more hands-off, these are things that I would 100% try to encourage you to factor in when you're looking to get into this. So with all that being said, I hope that this video helped out a ton and gave you guys a ton of value. And if it did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Make sure to check out LegionAssistedLivingAcademy.com. Make sure to go check out ValleyALFVentures.com as well. And so with all that, I will talk to you all in the next video. God bless.